Welcome to the Dr. Evermor Sculpture Park, also known as the world of Dr. Evermor. That's what we like to call it because this is where we like to escape into his world. This is the home of the Forevertron. It's one of the world's largest scrap metal sculptures. It weighs around 300 tons. I think it's about 50 feet high and maybe 120 feet wide. He started this in the mid-1980s and completed it, I believe it was around 1986. So it's been here a long time. Everything has some historical components to it. A lot of the materials that you'll find in here were materials that he collected from being in the industrial wrecking and salvage business. For example, over here, this big red engine here was something that he did collected from a power plant that he tore down. Right here, the center attraction, which is a stainless steel decontamination chamber from one of the Apollo missions. The Forevertron was something that my father, Dr. Evermor, built to be able to project himself back into the heavens on a magnetic lightning force beam inside the glass ball that's inside the copper egg there. He wanted to harness the magnetic lightning force, and the telescope he designed for the doubting Thomases to watch, those folks that didn't believe he could actually make it to the heavens. Birds were his passion. He was really tied into, it was kind of his religion. These are his small phoenix birds that he designed in 2003. You'll notice a lot of the creatures here have these type of blades. He purchased a lot of reject blades from Fiskars when Fiskars was here in Sauk City. The message that Dr. Evermor was trying to communicate with the Forevertron, though, truly was a message of love more. He used to say that the Forevertron ran on level 7 love energy, and it's the purest energy out there. If the world ran out of love energy, he did make a backup power supply, which is the juicer bug over there. So there's that big stainless steel bug. That would be his backup power supply. This is the Epicurean. This was one of Dr. Evermor's favorite creations that he made. He loved this because you can grill on it, you can eat off it, and it brings people together. He built this in 1976 for Lady Eleanor.
Who was your husband? Tell us about him.
It was Thomas Owen Every, born in Brooklyn, Wisconsin, and he was my husband, and we had 4 children together, and he was the highlight of my life.
So this is just one of his absolute favorite things. A lot of these components too are things that he had collected. This is a cheese kettle. We have a grill inside here. We refurbished it this spring. This is a really old piece too in the park here. This was something we had also as kids that was in our yard. However, he modified it, put it on this trailer, and he had a friend that owned a restaurant in Mississippi. They were going to be using it for people could get married in it, like a little mini portable chapel type thing. Then Hurricane Katrina hit down there, wiped out the restaurant, and this still was standing. This survived Hurricane Katrina, and my brother went down and was able to retrieve it and bring it back home. So we are super grateful to have this here, and hopefully down the road we'll be able to make it more available for people to get married in. This is Dr. Evermor's extra spaceship that he built for the extraterrestrials to borrow when they come for a visit. There's a lot of really cool components in there. I believe the main center part there, the discs and stuff, that came from Badger ammunition plant. There's a lot of brass finials on there that were drapery rods, and you'll notice that even on the Gawker birds here, these are called Gawker birds, he also uses those as the eyes. He also incorporated the Fiskar blades, but these, the neck parts here are actually from commercial ice maker machines. The park is really usually kind of non-politics, non-religious, it's just kind of a safety zone when anybody can come and just escape from the world. But this is an actual political piece here, which is a missile, and those are his Mississippi mosquitoes. And this piece is called Overkill, and it was just kind of something that represents how the government is really just over the top with their level of intensity on technology and in the military. Although he had great respect, he was actually a veteran. We'll head over to the bird band here. If you'll notice, over here we actually have a conductor conducting the entire band. Each bird in the band here, or some people refer to it as an orchestra, they're all completely individual. You can see how interesting they are, the designs. My mother, Lady Eleanor, had found the instruments that are in the birds at St. Vinny's here in Prairie du Sac. The Prairie du Sac school system was turning over and getting new instruments, and so they donated all their instruments to St. Vinny's, and she happened to just find them, and my dad immediately wanted to buy all of them and was inspired to build this fantastic band. And this is a fan favorite here, and people can lightly touch and play them. They are fantastic. Watching the children play these is great. But the kids are often making some drum rolls with that. Then we've got these two. He really loved bells. Anything that he could, you know. We did recently had a wonderful team of people from Milwaukee. Catherine Canistra was the lighting artist who installed LEDs along with a group of 5 of her teammates. They installed LEDs all over the Forevertron here, so we do light it up now. And we call these events Power On events.